middle of the week Wednesday. Just got back from walking the puppies, feeding the puppies, and they're out playing right now. I always kind of think like if aliens were circling the planet looking down on us and they saw you out walking your dog, they would certainly think the dog was the alpha creature, because there you are behind this animal and it's just doing whatever it wants to do, sniffing, doing it, and then it suddenly stops and does a poop and you're grabbing a bag and cleaning up the poop for it, and you're going, that's really not an indication of who's alpha in that situation. So I always just think that would be really a funny observation from an alien looking down upon us. But so I'm up here. Before I do anything else, anything musically, I just want to give a shout out to all of our veterans, past and present, who have served this country. It's Veterans Day, and I just want to say thank you so much for your service and your sacrifice. It's really a tough time for so many right now, because with what's going on in the world with the pandemic and stuff, to be far away from your family and be worried about them has got to be just add so much more stress to an already pretty stressful job. But so just thank you very much for all you've done and all you're doing, and really ultimately all you will be doing. So that's that. A busy day today. I have done the dogs, done all that stuff, doing this. Then right after this, I'm meeting on Zoom with Mr. Bonsai, David Goggins, and I'm going to be doing a thing for, there is no NAMM show in 2021. It had, because of the pandemic, had to be postponed, or it's not happening, and hopefully it'll happen in 22. But NAMM is like the huge music industry trade show. You know, I love going to that every year. It's 4 days here in LA. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a thing for the tech aspect, TECH, the tech aspect of NAMM, after this with David, and we're going to talk about my instruments, go through some stuff with them, talk about the business and all that, and they're putting together like a virtual NAMM show. So it'll be fun to be a part of that. And then after that, we're doing a Zoom get-together with the band to do a shout-out. We're contributing a couple of live performance things to a big fundraiser for fire relief here. And so we're going to do a shout-out Zoom for them. And then at 3 o'clock is the Clubhouse live stream. So it's a pretty full day ahead here. But so I was thinking musically, because my thumbs really still looks like crap, but it's feeling okay now. I mean, I can press on the back of the neck, and it's not like stars, shooting off in my head. After doing Shiromana for the past 2 days and the intensity of that, I thought, let's just relax here in the middle of the week and wind down a little bit, and then we can build back up towards the weekend. So who better to do that with than my old friend Stephen Bishop? I love working with Stephen. We've done some live gigs together, but I love being in the studio with him. It's a lot of fun, and I've done things with him off and on over the decades. And he's an incredible writer. I mean, he's a really good artist, but he's got so many great songs. So if you aren't familiar with Stephen Bishop, go ahead and Google him up and go on YouTube and pull up stuff and see what he's done. But it's amazing. One of his first really big hits was a song called On and On. But he was involved, he was one of the writers on the theme to the movie Tootsie and all kinds of stuff. Every time we'd walk out on stage with Phil Collins during our shows, and we would play separate lives, that was a Stephen Bishop song. And Phil would always acknowledge that Stephen was the writer and that he wished he had written it. It's a great, great song. And in 2014, we did an album called, I think it's called, what is it? Maybe it's there. Be Here Then was the name of the album. And one of the songs we did is Pretty Baby. So I thought, it's really just a nice, chill song. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get through that. It's got little subtleties in it. But so let's go ahead and visit Stephen Bishop and Pretty Baby, and then we'll visit afterwards.
Let her go.
And a squeaky chair. Stephen Bishop, Pretty Baby. Just cruise, you know, it's just the kind of music, you know, you want to be driving down Pacific Coast Highway in a convertible. Just wind blowing and just listening to that and just chilling and relaxing. Love Bish, he's a trip, really quite a character. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare myself for Mr. Bonsai and what I'm going to do. He wants to talk about, I've got like my Warwick bass here. I've got my old carved bass. I'm going to talk about this rascal and having used it on like Spectrum with Billy Cobham and Dr. My Eyes and all that. And then I've got Frankenstein sitting here and my Dingwall is right here. So just going to get myself sorted out and get ready to do my thing. So I'm just going to wish everybody a great day. Take good care of yourselves. Be safe. I had a really great time yesterday afternoon. I went over and visited with Cliff Jones at LA Vintage Gear, and we were discussing the book signing that I'll be doing there on December 7th. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to set it up uber safe. It's going to be really one of these things where people are going to have to be distance, masks, temperatures, the whole 9 yards, sanitizer, make sure everybody's safe. But it's going to be the amount of people that have said they're going to be there should be really a lot of fun. It's going to be kind of like a who's who in the LA music scene. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be fun. The books are supposed to arrive around the 20th, and then it'll take a few days to clear customs or whatever they have, because they're being shipped in, and then they'll be delivered to the storage facility, and then the unloading and stacking begins. It's going to be crazy. But I'm excited about it. It's a new adventure, and it's something unexpected for me, because had the pandemic not hit, I would have been on the road and not doing any of this. And for that, I feel very, very fortunate throughout this really difficult time that I found a couple of things to occupy my time and still feel viable and engaged in music. So it's everything's good. The hard stuff is, like, it's certainly here in LA and basically in the country, though, every day the numbers are climbing and climbing. I mean, almost, they're talking in California, it's almost getting to a catastrophic level. The numbers are soaring, and it's a lot of people. They're gathering. They're not being careful, and you see these things on the news of, like, I think it was the Notre Dame football game, and after the game ended, the crowd stormed the field, and very few of them had masks on. They were like sardines packed in a can, and you just go, this is not, we'll never get this under control if people act this way. And I can understand, the frustration and excitement of doing something like that, but there's a consequence, and we really have to, until this is under control and hopefully behind us. Consequences deep. Consequences life and death. So, let's be cautious, as cautious as we can, and put out thanks again to everybody who's working. And I've said it before. It's like peeling having an artichoke, and you just start peeling off leaves, and it keeps going, or like peeling an onion. There's layer upon layer of it, of the amount of people that are working so hard every day, trying to maintain civilization, because they're on a certain level, it's profoundly threatened by what's going on. So mask up. I mean, even if you think wearing a mask doesn't do anything, think of community. Don't just think of you. Think of us as a community, and if it makes all the people around you far more comfortable for everybody to have a mask on, put it on. Take it off when you get home. I've got that one really weird mask where it looks like a face without the beard. And I had to go to the bank yesterday, and I'm standing in line, and the manager comes running out and going, "Sir, you can't be in here without a mask on." I looked and I said, "It's a mask," and they almost fainted. It was a great moment. Everybody there was laughing. It was pretty funny. So take good care. Thank you, everybody who's doing what they can. I've got a bunch of stuff to prepare for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll go off in another direction. I've got a couple of ideas of different things, and it's fun. People keep throwing out suggestions constantly of songs that I've worked on, and I will try to get to everything. Some will require a little bit more focus and attention, because they weren't just like, fly by the seat of your pants. They're going to require a little getting my stuff together to relearn some far more difficult songs. But I'll get to them all. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, and hopefully you aren't either, and we'll be here every day visiting, because I really love this. This has really been a lifesaver on many levels and a really joyous experience in my life. So, and don't forget, November 13th, it's coming right up, noon Pacific time, is the encore performance of the Immediate Families EP release party for Slippin' and Slidin'. So you go to stageit.com, stageit.com, and you can hook up there and see the show. And we're doing it, again, as I've said before, we're doing it at noon to accommodate the UK and Europe, especially because a lot of people wrote on the, when we aired this before, that it was like the wee hours of the morning for them. And so we thought at this point we'll do it at noon Pacific time, and that way it's the evening over there and they can kick back and enjoy it. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that, and we've got lots of other stuff coming up. So take good care, and whoever's coming to the live stream today, I'll see you in a little while, and otherwise I'll see y'all tomorrow. So, oh, that's right, tonight's I think the CMA Awards. So I will say, see y'all tomorrow. Bye.